told you they spell rosary here.
Yeah. I guess this is the 5th bridge? You just guessed.
Okay.
What we pulling you? Pull you up the hill. Thought you were the engine that could.
No. It's the caboose that can't.
Hiking a trail. The Maligny Canyon Trail. I did. I do want my hat on. I had to cut that out of there. Maligny Canyon. Maligny. Come here real quick. Speak to you. Sunwapta
Yeah,
Falls.
yeah.
How far away is it? 30
About 30 miles.
30 miles? 30
Well, it says 279,
30
and we're at 203 right now.
30 Canadian highway measurement units.
Yes,
Okay.
that's it.
That's it.
Lori and I were thinking this guy was getting a little bit agitated, and as soon as he hit the bank on our side of the river, we left our filming positions and went and stood on the step bars of the truck. I almost didn't want to include this section of video just because we were so close and people were acting crazy and getting in front of the camera and getting really close to the elk. I decided to include it as a cautionary tale. Nobody gets hurt, but you can see from the video, people get way too close. When you're on vacation, last thing you want to do is get gored by an elk. So, I mean, you're out here to have fun, and that's not fun. And just keep in mind, you know, when you're trying to get that picture of that wildlife or whatever, keep your distance. These animals are very fast and very strong and very big. And another thing too is, you know, when you're filming or when you're in your moment, you know, take a minute to realize, to have some situational awareness and try not to get in somebody else's shot. Nobody here was interested in what anybody else was doing. They were stepping in front of people, they were stepping over people. Just take your time, do your thing, have your fun, but be aware of what's going on.
Hey, is that Sunwapta Falls?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So all you want is the red chairs here?
So Sunwapta, is it Sunwapta?
I think that's how you pronounce it.
Sunwapta. And if you fall off of it, it'll wump you for sure.
Critters.
Critters. This has been a great day. This Glacier Field Parkway
Yeah.
is beautiful.
Lots and lots and lots of falls.
Lots of things to see.
Not trickling falls. Kaya falls.
You know, the crazy thing about this parkway, I didn't know it was called the Glacier Parkway, Glacier Field Parkway. I was coming this way anyway, from Jasper to Banff. Just 93 seemed like the best way to go. And then Ben asked me, "You going down the Glacier Field Parkway?" I was like, I don't know. I had no idea. but this is what it is, and we're going, so it's awesome. It's spectacular. And I know it's like 8 o'clock at night and we're doing this last hike. It's almost 3 miles, 2.5, something like that. It's not far, but still it's 8 o'clock and we got to set up camp. We got to find a place to stay. We're trying to get this done. Stupid, trying to rush the day. But we got our Jeff Milliman Innovates on. And we're not running, but we're moving down the trail pretty good. Watch it, watch it.
You better watch it, watch it.
If we can get the truck in, we can camp. Because they're putting cars in here, so it's a tent, right?
Right.
I need a little bit more space than that, though.
I don't know.
Like I can't do that. It's not flat enough. So, I always start out with so, isn't that dumb?
Yes, you
I know.
always do.
We are at the Icefield Glacier RV camp. It's pretty awesome. I mean, they've got some pretty cool rigs out here. It's not quite what you'd expect. It's kind of a parking lot situation, but there's all these nice rigs, and we're about sunset on this beautiful glacier, Icefield Glacier. There's probably 50 or more feet of snow on that ridge up there. And you just keep on picking out these nice rigs. And it's like country come to town from Lori and myself. We're in our humble abode for the night. So that's Athabaska. That is
Andromeda.
and that
You're looking up at Snow Dome. That's Snow Dome there.
that's still Snow Dome?
Yeah.
Okay.
That guy over there is Kitchener.
Kitchener. Now all three of those is Kitchener?
Yeah, we call that little guy to the right K2 sometimes, but it's all part of Kitchener.
Okay.
Main peak is in the distance.
Man, last night was rough.
Oh, it was. Nothing like the night before.
Oh, last night like a long night before. But last night it was just frustration the whole night with I'm not sleeping.
Yeah.
And then I never really opened my eyes and looked up at the stars.
Oh, man. It got dark.
Yeah.
So the stars were so bright. Maybe because there was no light pollution,
Yeah.
but you could see the Big Dipper. You know, you only had this little window that you could look out, but what you could see was very bright.
What up, Fox? Little gray fox.
Okay, that's what he was.
You got your birds.
Okay, there's your critter count for today.
One fox.
And yesterday was 2 bear, 2 deer, and 1 moose.
One elk.
Elk.
Elk. I need to get that written down before we forget.
Yeah, because the day before,
Was big numbers.
I want to say 16 bear.
16 or 17 bear.
Yeah.
Black bear.
Yeah. Didn't we see a grizzly?
Grizzly and a brown.
Yeah.
Nigel Creek. Man, you couldn't go wrong with anything up in here. Like if you pulled off and said, I want to go hike Nigel Creek. Well, I bet it's gorgeous.
Go do it.
on the lot. There's the edge right there.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think it'll. That's the edge right there. Okay.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
It's hot.
I did not expect all this heat.
Tank top would have been better. Shorts, swimsuit. I wouldn't have thought Canada was this hot.
The lady with the Park Service told us that you could not park at Lake Louise. So it kind of messed up our campground arrangements and reservations. So we didn't get a reservation in time, and we're in a parking lot. At least there's an outhouse. And it's not a porta potty, it's a real outhouse. Turns out you can park at Lake Louise. You just have to get there really early. One of the advantages of really early is there's no crowds. And the morning lake is completely still. It's almost a mirror. God has a way of working things out. And if you'll just kind of let your plans work out with His, you'll be very pleased with the outcome. God is in control anyway. Seems like the wisest idea is to submit to that control.
Most certainly uphill the whole way. We had a little change of direction though. We were going uphill with your right foot toward the mountain. Now we're going uphill with your left foot toward the uphill. That's a Beehive and Mirror Lake.
Did you see those stairs? I'll wait down here.
You ain't getting a good chai latte down here.
I don't care.
The Lake Agnes Tea House was named after the Lady Agnes MacDonald. She was the wife of Canada's first Prime Minister. The structure was built in 1901. Lake Agnes Tea House.
How's that fresh made tea biscuit?
Good. Oh, that's a good strawberry. How's yours?
It's delicious.
What kind did you get?
Pumpkin and chocolate chip.
Yeah, little girls in there singing. A lot more people coming up for tea this morning.
It's a popular place.
I'm still glad we were inside.
The climb up to Lake Agnes and the Lake Agnes Tea House is an absolute uphill nightmare. It's uphill the whole way. You do not catch one break. But the views are spectacular. The lake is gorgeously flat in the morning sun. And if you go early, you can avoid the crowds. I think there was, 3 or 4 couples in front of us. However, by the time we were done with our tea and biscuits, the whole place was full and there was a line down the ramp and out into the yard. So get your hike on early if you're going. The descent is a lot faster than the ascent. We stopped one more time at Mirror Lake to grab a couple of photos before heading back down to Lake Louise. A visit to Lake Louise is not complete without at least a walkthrough of the Fairmont Chateau. It's a beautiful hotel. $3,500 a night was the going rate while we were in town. So we did not stay here. We just bought some ice cream in one of their shops and sat in their chairs and looked at Lake Louise. Finally, after 2 nights in parking lots, the second one really was a parking lot. The first one was a campground in a parking lot on the Icefield Parkway. But the second one was really an overflow parking lot. We landed Lake Louise Campground, which is extraordinarily nice. It's got great bathhouses, good water pressure, firewood. They even protect you with a electrified bear fence, because I guess human bear interactions are pretty negative. So, protection. And the next morning, we have visitors in camp.
Look who I found.
Look who you found.
Right, Alberta.
Ben and I knew that, you know, we were coming up here together. Well, not together, but we both had separate trips planned. Funny enough, we didn't know that to begin with. I called him about deer hunting in the fall and found out that he was planning a trip about the same time we were. And we were looking at the schedules, trying to make a meetup happen, but fires in Canada and different things, we just didn't know if we were going to be able to do it. Their route kind of mirrored ours, but because of the fires, they did their route backwards from ours, and it allowed us to meet up here in Lake Louise. And it was such a great treat to meet up with them.
He gone.
Ben and his crew had actually trailered their bikes from Greenville to Nebraska. They parked the truck and trailer in Nebraska, and they rode those motorcycles from Nebraska. After a few minutes of catching up, Ben and his friends take off for Prudhoe Bay, Alaska. Safe travels, my friend. We'll see you when we get home.